Okay, so the last thing we're going to create a material for before we start rendering the character are the eyes. So we're going to create a new material over here, call it eyes, there you go, and then we're going to delete the diffuse with X, create a principled shader with Shift A and then typing principled shader, there you go, and then we will hit the Control T button to get the set of nodes, push it back a bit. So if you remember, we created 3 textures in total for the eyes. Now the spec we're not going to use, I tried it with it and I didn't really like the results, so we're going to use the base color, and then I'm going to duplicate this, G, Y, put it down, and choose the eyes pupil. So first things first, let's play around with this. So I'm going to use the slash button on my keyboard to separate the eyes, and then I will change the subsurface to 0.02. Actually, let me just show you what it looks like right now. So this is what it looks like. It looks very solid. So again, I like to add a little bit of subsurface scattering, and the reason I do that is also because it kind of creates this soft look in the edges that you would otherwise not have if it was at 0, and it'll look like a weird cut between the eyes and the skin. So just a small number works perfectly. And then you want to, let's see, there's the specular, we're not gonna change it. The roughness, we're gonna change it to 0.015 and take a look over here. Bam, we got all of the spec going on, really cool glossiness all around the eyes. And yeah, so far it's already looking awesome with the reds and the whites, the nice gradient that we made. So next we will, let's see, work with the pupil. So the pupil, if you remember correctly, we painted the alpha and we created a gradient like this. And I did that for 2 reasons. Now the first one is, actually it's a lot easier if I show you. So if I add with Shift A mix RGB, a mix node, my bad, I just can't get it, there you go. So mix RGB, I'm gonna put it down, and this in the first socket, whoops, right there. Okay, actually, let's see, what did I do wrong? So the alpha for the alpha, there you go. And then I can choose the color, and I can go to pitch black. And if I put this in the base color, this is what it's gonna look like. Now I really like this for the character. It looked really awesome with just pitch black, and then you got this nice gradient that mixes the pupil and the iris with the whites of the eye, and it creates this really awesome effect. So that's why I created it with a gradient when I was painting the black color, if you remember. And I was just slowly blending the blacks with the whites so that we get this really nice look. And the second reason is because we can actually hit Shift A, search, ramp. There you go. Okay. This is not what I wanted to connect it to. I'm still going to connect this alpha over here. All right. And then we are going to create a mix RGB over here. We're going to connect the color to the first one, or maybe the alpha. I think the color is what I did. We're going to find out in a second. And we will connect the color of the ramp to the factor. And then we're going to change the color over here to any color we want, for example, red. Okay, so right now, nothing special, but what we're going to do is, let's see, push the whites back. Take a look at what we got. We're going to put this over here. Okay, so right now we have a red color. Again, nothing special. I think I didn't get the values right, so let me just make sure. Okay, so just add the color to the factor. There you go. Okay, yep, that's what I did. I pushed this to the left and we got this look. And this is because of the gradient texture that we did over here. So don't use this one, use this one, this weird color texture that we got from the eyes. And then we can go to the color ramp, and when we push the white to the left, to around the edge, we get this alpha. And this alpha, we're going to use it with this mix node to basically say that the first socket is going to be affected by the black color, and the second socket is going to be affected by the white alpha, giving us this look, which I ended up doing with the character to add an iris color. And I thought it looked pretty cool, so I'm gonna go probably with that. So once we do that, let's take a look at the principal shader. There you go. So it looks really nice. We have a nice gradient between the iris, the pupil, and the white area. And even if you turn around, it looks really, really awesome. I really like it. Pretty happy with this. So for the color, I'll probably, wow, okay. I have no idea why today I just can't speak. So let's see. 1.140, 2.226. Perfect. And the last one, actually that looks pretty awesome. The last one is 0.319. Let's see. And of course, it's giving me a weird color. That's because it's not supposed to be 2 over here. It's supposed to be 0.226. Still not giving me the right value. Let's see. Let me remove the 1 over here. It's a bluish value. There you go. So I went for a blue that is very desaturated and a bit more to the bluish area over here than the teal. Well, actually, it's closer to the teal than the blue one. Anyways, this is the value I think I'm gonna go for at the end when I render the character out. I might change it. It's really up to you. It's a matter of taste. And if we go out over here, let's go back. I'm gonna double check that I got everything here done. So the roughness, change it to 0.015, add some subsurface scattering like I did. And finally, let's take a look at the character as a whole. Yeah, so the green is cool and all, but I really like the dark color, so I decided to add just a slight blue iris, a very dark one. And I think the results are awesome. And as you can see, it's very close to the final results. What's left is to just add the lights and render, which we're gonna do in the next section. Let me just get closer over here. Double check the eyes, make sure that I got the blues over here. There you go. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so you guys got this far, which is awesome. And we are almost done. All we gotta do is get the scene ready for rendering, some composition, post-processing, and we will get the final results. I'll see you guys in the next section.